Fittingly named in part for its considerable elevation. We're at Empower Field at Mile High here in Denver, Colorado. We're all set to go amidst the high-altitude snow here in Denver. And off we go from Denver. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the 32. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
And now this defense is on that sack board and sets up a pretty good chance here on 3rd down. It's a little bit like blood in the water with Sharks when it comes to taking sacks. You can feel it as a quarterback. Once that defense gets one, they're hungry for another.
Third and long for him here. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
I don't call that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he locates the ball amid the flurries of snow to make the fair catch. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Broncos get set to take over. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Quick throw to the left is complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing now from the gun. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And oh, he got it! Interception! And the 49ers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
On 1st down, they'll run. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away. Got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. Second down. Setting up a throw. Laporta with a grab. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 37 on the play. And that's a 49er first down. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
They'll throw on first. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Design bootleg here. Catch made left side by Laporta. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Now they'll throw out of the gun. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. And we continue to await our opening score of this ball game.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
They send a receiver in motion right. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Christian Gonzalez getting there for the tackle. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Adds just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Throwing with a blitz on the way. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting the completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now. Back to throw. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. And that one's picked off in the end zone, but no, incomplete, folks. He wasn't able to stay in bounds.
QB took a chance right there, and he nearly paid dearly for it. You know, that's one of those situations, Kate, that if you're going to put the ball in harm's way, you got to make sure it's your guy or nobody's guy.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Quick throw right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly. Time for our second quarter. Let's see if the Broncos can capitalize in the red zone. They'll try and punch it in. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. And he makes the play at full extension. That's a touchdown. The Broncos get the game's first points here in the 2nd. Now we'll see them try the point after. No problems with his footing in the snow. The XP is good. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Chooses to bring this one out. He stopped on the return at the 27. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. A give now out of the shotgun. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Finds his back complete. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line. That's good for 7 yards. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
From the 44 here on 2nd down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a 49er first down. They'll run it from the gun. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop it behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And he will score. It's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers start to fight back with their first points of this game. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Moody knocks that extra point through. And the 49ers tie this game 7-7. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Throwing now off play action. That's caught. He found some space. Finds a seam. Left side. He's off to the races. All the way. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos need only one to take the lead. Oh, and it's no good. Just his 2nd missed extra point of this season. And they failed to tack one onto that touchdown. So following the missed point after, a chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing it to start this drive. Completed over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 36. He's going to loft one deep to the left. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers tie and can take the lead here in the 2nd. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that'll be good for a Denver 1st. Back to throw now. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos get some late points and the lead. They'll set up here for the point after. Rush coming off the edge, and they block it. Off to the races, middle of the field. The 40. Hits the 20. And they return it all the way back for 2 to minimize the sting of that opposing touchdown.
Well, I know you, Kate, and you know me, and I think we would both sign up for this kind of track meet. One side of it scampers all the way down the field with a big play. The other side, they don't hang their head for a second. Instead, they block it, and they scamper it all the way back the other way for 2 on the board.
And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. First and 10 from the 41. Pass play now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that go a long ways towards doing it.
That's completed right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 46. Throwing from the gun. He lays out over the middle to bring that one in. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Back now, pressure on its way. That one's complete over the middle. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 27. He fires one deep down the middle. They connect on the deep shot. And got his man. That's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers take the lead just before halftime. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
That one splits the uprights. And the 49ers take a 4-point lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. "19 seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it. To throw here on first down. Oh, he put some heat on this deep. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Christian Gonzalez has it.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half. Running back sent in motion. Throwing from the gun here. Gets everything he has under this throw. They get it right back. That's intercepted. And the Broncos make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half. Oh my goodness, Brock. I don't think I've ever seen this back-to-back plays, and we've got back-to-back interceptions.
And I would be stunned here, Kate, floored, if we saw a third in a row right here. It might be the time to remind both of these offensive coordinators, you can run the ball, because these secondaries are locked in.
And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Give now to the running back. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Completed out to the left on that quick throw. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
That's good for Broncos. First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
First down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From the red zone now. Short pass brought in. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take the lead right away in half number 2. That one right down the middle. And the Broncos push their lead to 3. After seeing his point after blocked, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. From his own end zone, here we go. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. And the drive will start out with a first and 10. Hand off to the back. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 47. Finds a man right side. And he is hit hard shortly after that catch. Great job hanging on to that, but only a small gain on that play.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down. Complete out to the right side. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. It's a gain of 4. And it brings up a San Francisco first down. Blown back gets the handoff. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You could feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Throw left side, complete. And they take him down right along the 30.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Second and 4. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
3rd and long for him here. He's on the move. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. Big gain downfield. He has the San Francisco touchdown. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts him in front here in the second half and puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
On is Moody for the extra point. Extra point is good in this wintry weather. And the 49ers take a 4-point lead.
Broncos 26.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And he found some running room for a nice gain. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done too, creating the space for a solid pickup.
3rd and just 2 to go. Back to throw. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. He's got it deep downfield. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take a 3rd quarter lead. Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. And the extra point is no good. So potentially a key tally kept off the scoreboard, Brock. Going to see how and if this comes into play later in the second half. No time just yet to figure out what's going wrong. After another miss, he's got to stay out there and send this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Pass play coming here. He's trying to push the feet. Has room down the left sideline. And they're going take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the